Alright guys, so I'm going to make a quick review on this Android screen. It's not the one I wanted to make. I actually wanted to take it out, show you the wiring in the back, and explain some of the extra wiring. I'll go through it real quick, but let me start it up. Just show you something real quick here. So, shows you the quick Lexus logo. You can actually change that to any manufacturer, including BMW and all that stuff, but why would you want to put that, right? Since we're in a Lexus. Anyway, it does take a little long to start. That's the downside to this. Okay, so once it does, it's good. So let me go through it real quick. Home screen. So this is your regular home screen. You could put, obviously you could put apps and other miscellaneous stuff. This middle one here, you can have all your apps here. You could actually connect to your Play Store if you have a Play Store. I have multiple apps of TV. This comes with the car. I've never used it. The only ones I do use are these two, which are Thunder TV and Latino TV. Of course, I use YouTube. This app here, you can control or actually activate the controls for your steering. Let me turn this down real quick. Let's see what else here. There's your slide down menu, just like many Android phones and other Android devices have. Your settings. Let's see, you could connect to your internet. So if you have a hotspot or if you're close to home, you could connect to download updates for your apps, or the screen itself has the update feature. I'll show you that right now. I'm not going to go through every single one, but you could kind of see what's involved here. Let's see what else. Your notifications and your permissions for your apps. If you're an Android user, you know what that's about. Your displays, you could use change your wallpaper, your brightness there, brightness mode. You could actually have it bright or dark, or just keep it on auto. Force orientation, it's always going to be in landscape, so that doesn't matter. You could change your font. Change your font there. Let's see here. Your sounds. You could change your sounds. You could whenever you hit the reverse, it'll mute. Some people need that quietness when they reverse. What else? Compensated volume control. You keep that off. It's kind of annoying. So what that does, as most of you might know, on newer cars, it'll increase the volume as your speed increases. But these cars are pretty quiet anyway, so I just keep that. On here on the Chinese screen, it says closed, but it's really off. So anything where you see where it says closed, it's really off. So, and so far and so on. So let's see, I won't go through many of these features just because I'm trying to do this quick, but as you can see, it does have a lot of features you could actually go through. Here's the system update. Extra settings. If you go to extra settings, it does require a password. The password is 123456. So after that, you could select your region of your radio, which honestly doesn't do much because I'll show you what's wrong with the radio right now. But here are all the extra features. Antenna power. These cars don't have power antenna. And then of course languages and where you are. Let's see here, what else? Car settings. Did I go through this one? I did. that's pretty much it. I mean, those are all the basic settings. I mean, if you guys decide to get it, you could mess with it as I did. Um, let's see here. The problem with the radio that everybody complains about is if you go here, um, my favorite stations here in California, I'm in Southern California, are Power 106, which are 1059, 105.9. This is 1059, which you could see on the display is nowhere near 1059. So what I did is I pretty much went through every station and waited to see what that station was, and then I just went ahead and programmed it to where I wanted to. For example, 98.7 here would be 93.00, which I'm assuming is probably stations from like China or whatever, but you know they don't work here. Obviously, they don't work here. So, um, another alternative to that is this radio station. Well, this radio app. I'm sorry. Sorry, I went back to the other one. This radio app here, which this does not work with this. So that's the only thing that sucks, and it does not work with your. Actually, you know what? Oh, actually, it does. Oops, my bad. So it actually does work with your controls here on your station, but it does not work with this one here. So, you know, you could just go one by one. You could actually move it, but you do need an extra antenna that connects to the back of the screen, which these cars don't have that extra black cable that connects to the antenna, which majority of the cars do, but these cars don't. This is an 04. I'm assuming 04 through 06 don't have them. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you if the 01s through 03s have them, which if they're the same thing, I'm assuming they also don't. I will be buying an antenna just because this has more specific radio stations that you can actually listen to. Air conditioning controls. This is pretty cool. If your car does have it, for example, if your car does have any features that come original with the radio, the screen can control. You cannot control the temperature on the original radio, and you cannot control the temperature on this screen just because you actually control it with these guys. So you are able to turn it on. So let me see here. Why is it not turning on? Oh, actually, sorry. You turn it on by, you could only turn it off here. So you turn these on. You could control your speed, of course. You could control the circulation, automatic, outside circulation, and recirculate inside. You could control your AC, and yes, you can control your swing or isolating vents, as you can see there. Okay, so those still work. I'm gonna go back in here because it exits. Okay, you can control that. Let's see here. Some of these controls you cannot, like this here. I honestly never seen this on the stock unit. I don't know what that's for. Obviously, your dual for your dual settings. You can't control your rear defroster. You can't control your front defroster. So, like I said, the temperature does not work here. You still have to control it through the outside buttons. Okay. So everything else works there. The navigation is actually here. When you first download, well, actually you first open this, it will not have a map. So you do have to connect to the internet for this. So you do have to connect to the Wi-Fi. So you'll go in here and you actually go into the shop setting there, which it's free, so you don't have to worry about it putting any type of credit card or anything like that. Obviously I have the North American package, so you can change your little guy there. I put tails, you could put cards, you could put tanks. There's a bunch of options there you could put on there. It does get kind of annoying. Sometimes it'll do that, it'll crash, but it restarts right up pretty good. So let's see, let me show you guys something real quick here. As you're driving, if you notice, it'll show you where the lights are. It'll also show you as you're driving where the stop signs are. It'll keep warning you. It'll keep pinging. Just pretty much, it's noisy, so you could turn all that off. There are features, there's extra features. Right now it's light because it's daytime. Once it's night, this will go dark. If you have it actually connected to a hotspot on your phone, it'll show you live traffic. So I once in a while, if I travel far, I do connect it to my Wi-Fi on my phone just to make sure that I know where the traffic is. Bluetooth, it does connect to Bluetooth. It connects, here's all the settings. If you want to play music, it's there. When you first start it up, it's a little choppy. After maybe 10 to 20 seconds, it'll kind of break off, but then the rest of the time it's actually pretty good. So there's really no complaints other than that. There's a lot of pros to this screen. You do lose some features, like you don't have the temperature display anymore. Obviously you can still have the temperature display on your dash there. So volume controls do work, so you can see there. Only downside, I'll show you volume. Okay, so for example, this knob controls one volume, and then the other buttons on the steering wheel control the volumes for the screen. So there is two volume options. So what I do, I just kind of put it towards the highest volume, and then I just control it from here. So you can see, so there's two volumes, so it's just kind of annoying. You get used to it. So that's one thing that annoys me. The backup camera, I know a lot of people ask about it. The backup camera does not work. So any single time you put in reverse, it will not work. There is a fix for that, and they do send you a camera with it. The only downside is you do have to run wires to connect to all the way to the trunk. So what I'm gonna do is take the screen out, run a wire all the way to the center, probably the center of the console, all the way to the back, through the trunk, and the wire looks long enough, so I think I'm gonna do that. To take the stereo out is not that hard. It actually is pretty simple. You twist this knob off, twist it. You pry the center console out, just from the corners, pry it out. Take this guy out, that pries out, and then I believe there's a couple screws that hold this, and then also this, and then the stereo as well. The navigation unit itself is held by two screws behind the temperature control and two screws behind this other temperature control unit, which are either Phillips, the center, or you could use an 8mm head with an extension. Just be careful, they will fall. If you want to leave them in there, doesn't matter anymore, because you will not need them for this new screen, since this screen is just snaps into place all around here, and then it just screws on from the bottom. So there's no mounting points to the top here, and to be honest, it actually fits really well. So it doesn't move around. It doesn't, the fitment is very, very, very close. And then the colors, it's on there. I mean, it's not perfect. This has more of a glossy, but to be honest, in the video you could actually see it more, but to the naked eye, if you don't really pay attention, you can't really see it. From the back, this screen is pretty flat, so you got plenty of room back there to hide wires. The wires do have enough length so they won't stretch. This unit does not come with instructions. And what else? There's two connectors. Actually, there's 4 connectors. You will only need 2 depending on the year of your car. The older model LSs use a certain connection, then the 04 and up use certain other connections, and it'll actually say it on the connector itself. It'll say 04 through 06. The other connector won't say anything, so it's pretty obvious what you need from there. Let's see what else. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I'm trying to go through everything. Just so you could, download apps, all that stuff. So, let's see what else. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I know you guys wanted a video. We're expecting me to have a video. I did want to make it more detailed by taking it out, taking everything apart. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time today. But yeah, there it goes. If you guys decide to get it, you can get this at the Alibaba.com website. Some of the stuff, some of the sellers require you to buy 2. Just look out, some will just require you to buy 1. I bought mine on a Friday, I believe. And actually, Thursday night I paid for it. And then Friday they shipped it, and I received it on a Wednesday. It was scheduled to be delivered on a week of Friday, but I did get it earlier on a Wednesday. You do also, this comes hollow. There's no vents, there's anything. So what you do is you pretty much need to transfer your vents, your motor, and all that stuff to your new unit. So this unit just comes with the screen, comes with the outer portion, and that's it. Everything else is hollow. So you just got to transfer it, which is pretty simple. It's just a bunch of Phillips screws in the back, and it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me or whatever. I hope I went through a lot of the stuff that you guys were asking. But yeah, there it goes. Let me just play a quick so it does connect to Bluetooth by itself once it's already programmed, but you do have to go into your Bluetooth. You do have to go into your Bluetooth, so you cannot move these around. These are stationary. Other apps you can move around. You could just place them as you wish, and then you could just drag other apps from here to the front. So it's pretty customizable. The backgrounds you could change, so you could put your own pictures, or it does have about 10 or 15 pictures other than that. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I think I went through it, and have a great day.